Hi, my name is Luke. Welcome to my garage. This is the garage. I'll do some wood. Okay, so this is the shop vac in question. And what happens here is this wheel is falling out immediately. And the other one is not much better. It just pops in and out. It's barely even catching. I was going to do a fix on this, and what I decided to do after looking at it was just for this one, I'm going to just put some wood pieces here, make them slightly bigger, and also put a notch in here so that it catches. I'm just going to put one single bolt through here, bolt that on, and then just put casters out here. The other problem with these is that they also get stuck and they don't turn well, and they also hit cords and they don't roll over, so it's a huge pain just dragging this thing around. And you can see some of that right here. When you move this around, it's working now, but you see at any given point they get stuck and just drag. They just drag, and then it doesn't take much to stop them either. They both fell out now. Here's what I decided to do here. I'm just going to add a piece of wood. I already marked this one out. This is just going to sit right here like this, and then I'm going to drill a hole through it and bolt it. I'm just going to bolt it to this foot. I'm going to leave about a 1/4 inch around this, just so it's not too tight. These are the casters, so there should be a bolt. There'll be a bolt here somewhere, and then this hopefully is enough to stay out of the way of the bolt, and so upside down it'll be something like this. I should probably add that little bit there, because I know the bolt is going to be up here somewhere. So I want to pick up this whole caster part here. So maybe I'll just straighten this, bring this across, and then down. So, and now I'm just going to put both of these together. Now I could potentially come in here and cut this back about 3/4 of an inch. That would help. That would set the wheels back further. And then, okay, well, little change of plans. So I just checked that, holding it here. I could see, like, here's the plane of the wheel where the wheel's supposed to be, and these would line up, of course. So this wheel by itself is already, this is going to be up here, so that's already like 1 inch too far, and then you add 3/4 of an inch, and that's going to be too much tilt. So I already tried it, and it looks like it would work, but it's kind of looking. I might just take the Sawzall and just cut 3/4 of an inch off of this whole plastic thing. So I'll mark it over here on this side, 3/4 of an inch all the way around, and then that will make the plywood sit back. And I think it'll still have a little tilt, but maybe it won't be so bad. So mark that out a little nicer, and then cut that, and then be back to. I've got this. I forgot. I've got to add it. I added 3/8 of an inch around it. So this is going to be my final cut piece here. The bigger one. Go ahead and cut this. Try and keep it nice and straight. So it's gonna it's gonna weaken it a little bit, but not too much. And it's still plenty strong. It's not real pretty, but not too bad. It's pretty decent right there. So now I'm gonna do the other side. Cut this one. Too bad. So that wasn't so bad. And then now I'm going to go ahead and cut these. I'm going to cut them both at the same time. Not the prettiest cut in the world, but it'll do. That's good enough just to knock off some of the saw marks, and make it a little bit more presentable. But I'll just go like this. I'll just hold a little, like an 1/8 inch hanging over this side, and then just let this side kind of hang out there. I think. So I'll just go with that. See if I can get a marking. Okay. So there's that. This one. This one, I just need to take that little nub off there and then. Alright, that'll do it. Make them the same color. Okay, so I'm holding about an 1/8 inch reveal around that curve right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and mark that one, which I did get a decent mark last time. All I gotta do, drill these out, bolt them on, and then I can just mount these with some kind of low profile screw or something. This has some room in there, so I'm gonna do that right now. Let me just get a drill bit. These are the bolts. I just happen to have these things, and try to drill it straight. Drill bit's kind of dull. This on the bottom, that, and then these bolts, I just found them. They're not the ideal ones to use for this, but figure it'll work. Tighten that up. So hopefully then that will be enough to mount these. Be a custom shop vac now. Okay, I don't really need a wrench for this, so I'm just gonna, this should stop it from moving, but I want it to look good too, so I'm just gonna hold it right there. Tighten this up. Of course, you want it fairly tight, but not. Don't want to break the plastic, but it's gonna be pretty solid. And if it does move, then these will stop it from moving. And I mean, as long as anyway, anything close is fine here. I think I just want to snug it pretty good, but not go too close. It's going to start stressing this, so it should be pretty good. One more little bit. I want it snug, but I don't want to break it for sure. But this made it more complicated than I was originally planning on. So that's pretty nice, and that's nice and firm. If they move a little bit or something, no big deal. But I already probably mushrooming. Could probably go a little tighter or something, but just don't want to risk it, It's plenty tight. So now all I gotta do is then screw these things on here. I don't want it to hit that, or I guess these it really won't hit, but if you get a lot of weight on there, it can. Should probably stay away from that too. So 1/8 inch away from that and 1/8 inch away from this. This should be fine. Mark that. So these have a nice pan head on them, and that'll be good for them. Put these on. Oh yeah, much better, unless you get a sawzall stuck in. So it does have a slight angle, but that's not too bad. So much better already. Even if you get slightly caught, it's going to eventually drive over things a lot better. So way better than it was. This tilt is not bad, but this should work. There's plenty of ways you can do this, but this one it turns better, and then it pulls better. It's still a pain to use sometimes, but this is gonna hopefully, when you pull it along, it'll at least roll over the cord. The cord just completely stops it. That's one of the problems, and I'm not sure it's solved by this, but if you pull it along, it'll roll over this stuff a lot better. So that was the idea there. Plus, this just needed to be fixed in general. So that's that.